Hello everybody, and welcome back to the podcast, episode 2. Today's topic is an interesting one. It's going to be our top 10 favourite games of all time. So, yeah, it's going to be things that we've enjoyed. You know, if we don't like the campaign, we love the multiplayer, maybe that game, so on and forth. Today, we are here by the co-host, the AjchKing.
Hello. So really today, or I don't know how to say that word, what Josh said, so say for instance, let's say Black Ops 3, I couldn't tell you a single thing about the campaign. Like the zombie maps, I absolutely love them. So, it's going by not just the campaign, it's going by overall experience. It could be multiplayers, spec ops, it could be collections like achievements, and household enjoyments. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go on then.
Right. So I'm going from number 10 as my worst, or my least favourite, to number 1, which is my all-time favourite game.
Yep.
Now, at number 10, I have a very vague memory of playing this game. This was back on the PlayStation 2. Saints Row 2. Now, as much as I can remember about this game, the only thing that I can remember which I very liked was the wheels on the cars. And when you drove, it had just spikes out of them. And I really enjoyed that. And that's probably why it's there.
I swear in Saints Row I heard from some kid at my school that you could fuck a horse or something.
Yes, you could do that, and you could hit people with a giant floppy dildo. I'm not joking. You literally could get a giant. It was pink as well. And when you hit someone, it'd just flop around like a whip.
Jesus.
That was just funny. That was funny.
So I never played Saints Row apart from Saints Row 4.
I think.
And I didn't like it.
See, Saints Row 2 is the only Saints Row I've ever played, and I really liked it.
For me, this was before GTA went down the same route as Saints Row 4. I didn't like the wackiness. But GTA slowly introduced it. But, yeah. Saints Row wasn't for me.
Fair play, it's not something everyone likes, but I've really enjoyed it. Oh. Look, no, there's a police chase.
Sorry for that, for the podcast.
Hey, there's some guy getting chased up the street, and the police, literally, I'm not joking, a guy just flew up the road, literally flew, and the police were after him.
What was he on a bike?
No, he was in a car, he literally flew. I literally mean, he was flying. And the police have just come flying up behind him in a bloody marked, you know they have those like unmarked police cars.
Yeah.
It was one of them, it was a high-end Range Rover.
Yeah, the police should have him.
Mate, he was putting them to the dust.
All I heard was like a woof, and then the sirens like a couple of seconds later. Yeah. Little experience. Is there anything else you remember about Saints Row 2?
No, that's pretty much it.
Well, moving on to me, my 10th all-time favourite game, from worst to best, is Mario Kart 7. Now, there are a lot of Mario Karts. I could have said the original SNES, the GameCube, the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the Wii, the 7, the Wii U version like Mario Kart 8. But for me, it has to be the one I played the most time on. And that's got to be Mario Kart 7. Right, this game came out 1st of December 2011. And I still play it to this day. But I'm at work. That's how much I love this game. You know, you got my favourite character, Metal Mario.
Yeah.
with the B Dasher golden wheels. I literally love this game so much. I have 3-star on every single race. 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, and mirrored 150cc.
Very nice. Very interesting indeed.
What about you? Do you like Mario Kart 7?
I don't like Mario. I don't like Mario Kart. I don't like Mario.
How can you not like Mario Kart?
I'm not a big fan of Mario.
Come on, you must be a fan of Nintendo games in general.
Not really for me.
Oh,
If I'm being truthful.
Jesus Christ. You shot me.
What?
How can you not like Nintendo games?
It's just not for me.
Fair enough, but... when you're coming out, on the next year, I'm going to make you play Mario Kart 7.
You can shut off.
Go on. Love it.
It's not for me.
Fair enough. Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, I think we should mix it. Okay, we go back and forth. Now, as my number 9, a lot of people probably won't know this, but this is the. I remember buying this at the shop with my mum. I think I was about 9. And I got it for 360. It's Aliens versus Predators. Now, that game was the most jump scared game I've ever played in my life. Yeah, forget what that other game is, whatever it is.
Oh, lost.
That's the one. Forget that. That's not for Aliens versus Predators. That's the real game. Literally, you have things that jump off the floor and wrap around your face, and you wouldn't know where they are. It was the most terrifying. I was 9, and to this day, I still always wanted to buy it. I can go out and buy it now. It's a brilliant game because you can either play as an alien, a predator, or a marine, and it was the most fun ever.
An alien.
I was mostly predator because marine was very hard. Alien I didn't really like.
Oh shit, you've got nothing.
But predator, I like predator. Predator was my favourite character to use without him. I still remember to this day when I went into the game shop with my mum and I picked it up, and we went, the guy was like, he mentioned something about sleeping in my mum's bed getting scared for it. I was like, no, it's fine. And I played it and I went to my mum and I was like, oh mum, this game's sick. And she was like, yeah, he told you that it was scary. And I was like, no, it's sick, isn't really good. So, yeah. That's my number 9.
Did you have to sleep in your mum's bed though?
No. I was having too much fun. Obviously, a couple of jump scares, got me. Apart from that, it was good. Good fun. It's ridiculous because it's about 15 quid to buy now.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand about backwards compatible shit. Like, Black Ops 2 came out what, like 2009, 8? And they want 20 quid for it, and you fucking mental.
I guess if it's a good game, if it's a good game,
if
it's a good game, it's going to stay up in price, isn't it?
Yeah, what I'm saying is, before the whole backwards compatible shit, I could go to a game and get the exact same game disc that was used for 5 quid. But now, if I go, it's like, oh, we want £20 for a used copy. Are you stupid? How can you go from a used fucking game, which is brand new, there's no brand new copies out there, of the disc, and charge 20 quid for a game that's probably scratched to high hell?
20 quid for a game, but yeah. But I guess if it's a good game, it's going to stay in price if it's a good game.
But this is all Call of Duty. I'm talking World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops, Ghost, Modern Warfare 3.
True.
Take your pick, they were all 20 quid.
That's
You're all telling me, all these old games, World at War, you can't even fucking play. These little knobs, flying around with their fucking new tube flamethrower hacks. You can't even play it. It's bullshit. Utter bullshit. Or, if you play Black Ops 2, you get into a lobby and like, oh yeah, have a quick game of TDM. And then it's like, your rank will be reset in 15 seconds. And if you don't leave the lobby quick enough, which they block, you have to quickly turn off your Xbox and power out, you lose everything.
So it's strange and weird at the same time. Like,
That's why I play zombies.
well, yeah, sort of, but I think you've got to like campaign, haven't you?
See, I don't remember the Black Ops 2 campaigns and stuff. Modern Warfare 2 I remember, like throwing a knife at General Shepard. Modern Warfare I remember shooting, what's his name? Victor Sakayev.
Oh yeah.
Eagle. Black Ops 1, I don't really remember, apart from Reznov shouting, Mason and Hudson smacking Mason going, what do the numbers mean?
Yeah, I remember. Actually, I remember that.
Modern Warfare 3, killing Makovich or something, whatever the guy's name was.
Makovich. Makovich.
You know the person Forrest is going after? And he hangs at the end.
Is that the one where they break? Is that the first mission they break out the prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Then I remember that bit.
I can't remember this guy's name at the end. What's his name?
Makovich.
It's a Russian name, I know that much.
So we just call him Putin.
And then, no. And then you've got Ghost when, you know, Rourke gets taken, made me actually cry. One of Ghost 2. But all these games are 20 quid.
Oh, true. But it's worth buying it though, isn't it?
It is, but if you think you're not getting a graphics upgrade,
True.
you're not getting like anything new for the game. The game's at least 10 years old.
That is
And
very
they
true.
still charge you 20 quid, which is almost half of what it was when it came out. It was 50 when it came out.
That's a fair point. To be fair, not gonna lie, that's a fair point.
I can understand, like, if you bought the digital version, for instance, and you get like a free gun,
Yeah.
but you get nothing. Hence why I still got all my old discs.
You still got one?
So,
I said, have you still got one? Have you?
yeah, I've got World War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare Remastered, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Ghost, Advanced Warfare,
Very nice.
and what was the one after Advanced Warfare?
Very nice indeed.
Black Ops 3. Got Infinite Warfare. Didn't get World War 2. Didn't get Black Ops 4. Got the last Warfare, that was shite. Didn't get Black Ops, the new one. But yeah, I'm not paying 20 quid from digital.
That makes sense. Does make sense.
Anyway, that was a little ramble. So sorry for that ramble, but
It is Ramble Radio at the end of the day. That's what it's called.
true. Now, moving on to my number 9. It's a classic. Do you want to have a guess what it is?
Is it Banjo and Kazooie?
Never played it. I'm talking about Pokemon Yellow, mate.
Oh god.
The OG Pokemon game.
You know when you told me that it was a Pokemon game, but I thought he was joking, so I didn't think you better withstand the embarrassment.
What do you mean embarrassment? Mate, when you're rocking around with a level 100 Pikachu, not a Raichu, Pikachu.
Pokemon.
With a light ball. Yeah, Pokemon. What's wrong with Pokemon?
Everything.
Mate, I still play Pokemon Go to this day.
You've got some yellow creature.
Not some yellow Pikachu, don't disrespect my Pikachu.
You've got some guy who throws balls.
You make him sound like a sexual predator. No, he's a Pokemon.
You said that, not me. You said that.
No, you made him sound like a sexual predator.
I didn't say anything. Oh my god. You're wrong. You're vile.
I'm wrong. You're the one who's throwing accusations around. Anyway, don't disrespect AjchKing like that. He's the Pokemon master of the world.
It was you. AjchKing.
Disrespectful.
Why am I getting the blame?
Because you're making our sound like a bad person.
Get on with it.
Anyway, as I was saying, for people who've never played Pokemon in their life, you start in a place called Pallet Town, and it's basically like the first season of Pokemon Season 1 of the anime. And you go through the gym badges, like Brock, Misty, and then when you get to the Pokemon Champs League, you basically got to win and become the best master of them all. Now, through personal experience, the best lineup I had was Pikachu, Snorlax, Squirtle, Bob's Blastoise, sorry, Charizard, and what's his name?
I don't know any Pokemon, so it's no good asking me.
Graveler and what's the other guy's name? Usually Rock. Arcanine. That's what usually Rock is mine, start 6. And 8 times out of 10 I'll win the league.
Okay. It means nothing to me at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, for people who know Pokemon, you know, rate the setup. But that's my personal favourite.
You go with what you like.
I do, that's why I use them.
True.
Like, technically Arcanine is useless, like, time 2 fire type start. I use Arcanine as a brute attack thing, and Charizard as a special.
Very nice.
But yeah.
See, I think my next one's better than that one. And I'm surprised that you haven't put it down. And number 7 is probably one of the best GTA games in the world.
Yeah,
that is San Andreas.
Nah.
No, I don't care. San Andreas for me was the best. It's better than GTA 5. I put it out there. San Andreas is probably better than GTA 5.
Could you turn the game sound up?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I hated San Andreas.
Really?
Don't get me wrong, I still know to this day the jetpack thing was like.
You told me this the other day. You got it wrong. Careful what you say.
I got it half right.
It's. I'll tell you. It's. It's LB RB R. No.
L1
L1 L2 R1 R2 up down left right and L1 L2 R1 R2 up down left right. That was one.
I always, for some reason, did the up down left right or L1 or whatever.
That's the only one.
When you've got the controller, you know, it's easy to remember, but when you do it off your head, you mess up. Yeah, so
it's 12 quid!
For me, San Andreas, I didn't like it.
We should do this as a stream, we should do this as a video.
I'm not playing San Andreas.
It's 12 quid! 12 quid!
GTA 4 is way better than this.
No!
It is.
You're
San Andreas.
No, it's not.
Why do you think I did a campaign for GTA 4 114 times? It was the best GTA game ever released.
No, San Andreas. San Andreas.
Nah,
you can turn off.
San Andreas was fun to derail a train, and that's about it. You can only do it so many times. But the fact that GTA 4, you know, when I get into it on my list, but GTA 4 is way better.
Oh my god. How dare
I
you?
can argue about this for hours.
How dare you?
Let me give you some prime examples.
What
GTA
prime
4.
examples? Which any?
What do you mean? GTA 4, you shoot a cop in the foot, he will walk a bit, fall, but won't die. You shoot him in GTA 5 and they fucking die instantly.
You're
Same
waffling.
with San Andreas. No, I'm not joking. Type in GTA 4 versus GTA 5 comparisons, you'll see everything. San Andreas was the founder for GTA 5.
San Andreas is the best GTA. Full stop.
But GTA 4 was the more realistic.
I don't care. San Andreas was the best ever released GTA. That is that. No more babbling on. That's that. I got my pen. And I put a full stop. That's the end of the paragraph.
Then I'll put an exclamation mark behind GTA 4. So
I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're small. There's nothing you can do about it. If you know, you
all
know.
I'm saying is personal experience. How much I can play the game. I did the campaign 114 times.
That's because that's
San Andreas.
ridiculous.
I didn't even complete the campaign for San Andreas. I got to do where you have to do a stupid cargo mission and always quit.
Lol.
Because couldn't be asked. I didn't want to drive a stupid forklift truck. But nah, I pretty much hated San Andreas.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, I'm being truthful. For me, it was one of the worst. Behind GTA 3.
You are.
Liberty City Story, Liberty City, amazing. Vice City, amazing. GTA 4, amazing. But GTA 3, San Andreas, terrible.
That's disgraceful. How dare you say that? You've upset me.
I'm sorry, I don't care.
We'll have really strong words after this.
Fine. You know my opinion. I don't like the game, so
Yeah, your opinion stinks. Take it back.
I don't. I fucking hate San Andreas. And that's a fact.
You've not lived.
I have lived, thank you.
Right, let's move on. This is getting out of hand.
Well, before I start saying some nasty words, I better move on. My number 8 for the top best game was Crackdown 2.
Right,
Now,
okay.
recently, I relived the game because I injured myself on a bike when I was about 11. You know, but I have told you the story privately.
Who?
But, yeah.
I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
Trying to do a wheelie down a hill, going into a brick wall, white chain slicing through my leg.
Don't remember.
Well, basically, I'm not getting into the full story. But for the 4 months I pretty much, like, not been able to do much, there was only a few games I could play. Black Ops 2, GTA 4, Crackdown 2.
Okay.
Now, Crackdown 2, oh, what a game. You could parkour across the rooftops, you could take down, you know, the cell targets, trying to stop the freak invasion. It was the best parkour game on the planet. And the fact they've made a third one now, I want to play it.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do want to play it. But yeah, Crackdown 2 is amazing. I haven't used this as a little plug. I did stream Crackdown 1 and 2 on my YouTube channel. And it is by far one of the best games to play. Even though it's like 10 years old, I don't care. It's amazing.
Okay. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Cool, you saw the streams for Crackdown.
Didn't actually, I never watched them.
I saw you pop in my chat with the moderator symbol.
I never watched them, mate. Tell me what you're about.
I saw...
I don't know what you're about.
Literally, you flicked the stream on, I saw the one sword symbol, and then I saw you in the chat.
It weren't me.
Well, you're the only moderator on my channel.
You must be your friend who weren't me.
You definitely flicked on the stream. You probably turned it off though.
Well,
I definitely saw you on my chat.
It wasn't me.
It was.
Oh. No, I don't. I
Crackdown 2.
generally don't remember going into the stream.
You did.
I
Crackdown 2.
definitely don't.
If you haven't played it, you can pick it up for about a fiver, maybe a tenner.
£5?
Yeah.
You're getting robbed. It's probably worth about 60p.
Wait, don't disrespect. These people made.
What I'm going to say is, you know, my number
Legends.
one. I'm
Yeah.
I'm looking at the game on Xbox right now and it's free. I'm so tempted to reinstall it because it's such a great game.
Fair enough. Anyway. What's your number 7?
I've done 7. It was San Andreas.
That was your 8.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Oh yeah, a lot of us came. Number 7 for me is Forza Horizon 2.
Fairly interesting.
Now, I was the god of Forza Horizon 2.
Yeah, then you got dethroned and Forza Horizon 3 to me.
Yeah, I never played it.
But you did. You can't not say that.
No, I played Horizon 2 a lot more.
Oh yeah, and then you went off for 2 years, Mr. Military Man.
I did join the military. I tried to.
Well, you tried to. You
Tried to.
didn't say a word to me.
No,
You left me.
I did, yeah. For anyone who
Oh my God.
wants to hear the funny story, I'm technically a dead man walking. Long story short, word got out, and bearing in mind, I don't even remember saying these words. Word got out that I may have done myself over. I had left this world. There was a funeral as well. Just to put that out there was a funeral. Not in real life, on Minecraft. He's a big Minecraft fan, and I have my own grave on there.
For context, Josh went for a hard time. Left his mechanic apprentice, his babysitting job, left college, and said that he can't be asked with his life no more. And then he's going to be on tomorrow. He then came on.
Dun dun dun.
And then he would come on every day.
I would.
No word.
I'm
going to go join the the SAS.
I tried to join the Royal Marines. I wanted to be on the front line.
There was no, oh yeah, I'm going to just try and become a military man. Nothing. You just left me thinking that you've offed yourself. And then after that 2.5 years, he came back, and I've been stuck with him.
Where have you been stuck with? You miss me.
To be fair, I was stuck with Leo for a fucking long ass time.
Mate, you sobbed over my disappearance for about 6 months.
It wasn't a sort, it was more like thinking, have you actually offed yourself?
Yeah, you started telling everyone.
Yeah, well, I told you your friends list.
And then I came back, and he was like, what was the last thing we... Actually, see, I'll see if I can get the message up.
I didn't believe it was you.
Where's the chats? Oh, that one. Oh, I don't
You
even...
actually get the chats up.
I am going to get the first message I sent you up. It may take a while. Oh,
I don't even know it.
I must have deleted it.
Basically, he said, who was, and I said, don't believe you. What was the last thing we talked about? And he couldn't remember.
No, I genuinely thought it was what I told you. But apparently it wasn't. Okay,
You know,
what's your number 7? 6, 5, 4, 7.
6, 7, 7.
Yeah, 7.
I think you could make me lose track. So for me, it's Black Ops 3.
Oh, I don't know.
Now, Black Ops 3, I don't like the multiplayer. I don't remember the campaign. I couldn't tell you a single mission. Apart from one mission where you're shooting a stupid aircraft carrier in the sky, shooting at you with a minigun. But the reason why Black Ops 3 is on here is for the zombies.
I know you're a big fan of zombies.
In my opinion, Black Ops 3 Zombies is the best zombies experience you can ever have. It's got everything. If you are playing that shit onto 10, which doesn't have a pack-a-punch machine, you can use gun guns and get a pack-a-punch gun. Get to round 45 easily. If you're playing for rank, same thing. You can play Origins, get all the perks first round, £30 drop with the standard assault rifle, anything. Literally, it is the best game. Going by some of the best maps that I've enjoyed are the Giant, which is a remake of the Lees, which I believe stands for Factory of the Dead. You've got the Eisendrache, which is the Iron Dragon.
Iron Dragon.
Hero the Totem, the Fearful of the Dead, Natural for 10, which I believe is the Night of the Dead,
Yeah.
and the Origins. Now, them maps are my all-time favourite maps from any zombie game, all mashed into my favourite zombie experience.
Interesting.
So much so I could play it for 5 hours straight and still not get bored. Even though I played Origins like 100 times.
Fun fact, I have no Call of Duty games in my...
Your mic's out.
Said, I have no Call of Duty games in my top 10.
See, I'm a very COD-based person.
You are. You like your
I've got 3 of them.
You like your fish.
My fish?
Yeah, God's fish.
What do you mean COD? Oh,
Or are you a haddock man?
no, I'm a sea bass man.
Ugh, even worse.
I'm joking, I love my prawns.
Oh, that's even worse.
Prawns are the best.
Oh, no, they're horrible.
If you want a great little prawn dish,
If you say prawn curry, I'm gonna storm down to Brighton. Whether or not we're not down, I'll hitch out to Brighton. I will slap you into next week.
Well, I was going to say a prawn madras, but...
Right, you can have that. Do not ruin curry for me, or you'll suffer the consequences.
Madras is a curry.
Oh, it is, isn't it? I don't like madras.
Oh,
I don't like madras. So that's alright.
Well, madras is my favourite curry.
It's not, I don't like madras, that's fine.
But, the best thing you can do, now, if you like tuna pasta, I despise tuna.
Tuna,
Swap... Nah.
Yeah.
Get that shit in a bin. Same with avocado.
Ugh.
No. So, what you do is you swap tuna for prawns. You get a big 2-pack of king prawns, pasta, mayonnaise, sweet corn, peppers, a little bit of cucumber, and then you make either a nice white sauce, like a cheese sauce, or you put mayonnaise in it. It's really nice. Or you barbecue some prawns with Jack Daniels marinated.
Oh, filth. You know that, don't you?
Prawns are the best thing.
Oh, when I get a Chinese,
Prawn salad, prawn
I
mayonnaise,
I take the prawns out of the rice when I get a Chinese. I hate prawns.
Mate, literally, the best thing from Chinese is prawn toast and sweet
sauce. Ugh, throw up.
Literally, I have a prawn chow mein, prawn toast, prawn balls, which are like chicken balls, but prawn balls.
So, my childish mind kicked in then.
A sweet sour sauce and prawn crackers.
If you haven't been able to tell, I am a very child's mind.
Pretty much.
Number 6 is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood for me, which you cannot buy anywhere.
Do you know I've still got my game?
It's not backwards compatible anymore. Unless you've
got my disc.
Unless you've got your disc. But I cannot buy it on the store, and I cannot go out to a shop and buy it. Nowhere has it anymore.
Well, I've still got one, so...
Lucky you. Well, I love that game. Good old 360
See,
game.
I think Assassin's Creed 2 is better.
Nah. Not for me.
I mean, I did not play Brotherhood a lot. And was it Revelations? The end of Enzo's storyline?
Yeah.
But, for me, 2 is better.
Nah, see, I never really liked 2.
Only because it's got 100 and 100 on it.
True.
Well, I didn't, technically my dad did, but yeah. It was a great game.
Right, anyway,
I do like Brotherhood though.
I do like it. It's not the best. Not the best. Yeah.
Well,
I think
moving on to my top
6. Right, in top 5 yet?
top 6, sorry, is GTA 5,
Yeah.
but GTA 5 Online. So,
See,
after the Xbox One era, I played a lot of games. I had 153 games. But the game I played the most, bit of statistician stats for you statisticians, I played 143 days and 21 hours of gameplay on this game
no.
over about 5 or 6 years.
Fair enough.
Like, I literally love this game. You could put me in a 24 race playlist type thing, and I'll do all of them just for fun. Like, this game is by far one of the best. You can make your own death matches, races. You can have a yacht. You've now got submarines. You can fly around the plane doing like backward stunts, loop the loops. You've got the customization beyond any game, which is better than San Andreas' customization.
Well, San Andreas is an old game.
Then you've also got like you've got stuff to make money. So you've got like your meth, your weed, your cocaine, your document forgery, cash forgery, nightclub. You've got your CEO stealing cars, special warehouse, cargo thing. You've got your air freight. You've got your arms dealing in the facility bunker thing. Like you've got so much aim on what you want to do.
See, I rate,
It's
I rate,
incredible.
I rate it, but it's not. Out of all the games I've played, probably doesn't even make it in my top 15.
Like the reason why it's so high for me. What when you sorry, I didn't mean to say right. When you see this podcast on YouTube, it's recorded on Twitch. I need a game in the background just so it can go live off the Xbox.
And you're playing GTA.
And yeah, I literally just take a streetcar round, a few bends, just drive for fun. Because I can literally just sit in a car and just drive for fun.
True.
I could be playing zombies, I could be playing Minecraft, but no, I choose to stick on GTA.
See, it's a good comparison of what type of games we both like. Like yours, DJ's in your top 6, mine's not even in my top. It won't even be in top 15.
Really?
Yeah.
So for me, San Andreas would be like more down like the 60th.
No.
Yeah. There's far better games out there.
Yeah, but not for me.
What's up
Right.
to you?
Now, going at this is not we're into my top 5 now.
We're into big boy leagues.
My number 5 is the first ever Assassin's Creed game I played, and this is what got me into Assassin's Creed, and that's Assassin's Creed 3.
Wait, 3 was your first?
3 was my first ever Assassin's Creed I played. After I played that, that's when I started to go. That's when I played most of the Assassin's Creed games.
So you went 3, Revelations, Brotherhood 2, backwards.
Well, I went backwards and forwards. But I think the only 2 that I haven't properly played is the new one and the one before that. I played Origins a lot. I like that.
See, for me, I stopped at Unity. Because
I wasn't a big fan of Unity. I still played it.
I liked Unity. I'd still play it now. But the reason why don't get me wrong, I love the game. I got fucked over twice. Somehow my online character with my storyline armor got completely wiped, my file went, lost it all. Did it all a second time, got back up to the full like French medieval type armor, fully upgraded and everything, lost it all again. And I thought, fuck it, I'm never playing this game again.
See,
Love the story,
I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan. I do like the game.
Yeah, my dad's a massive Assassin's Creed fan and all.
It's a very good game.
But for me, it's one of these games that I could maybe play half hour, maybe an hour,
Mm.
but I would be bored.
See, I'd say Assassin's Creed is probably my favourite. I don't know what they call them. What do you call it?
Genre?
Not genre. So you've got. I think of the game. You've got. I can't think of the game here. You got Crackdown. You got one. You got Crackdown 1, 2, and 3.
No, I've got two. Oh,
Like,
there's two.
yeah, but there's 3, isn't there?
Yeah.
Now, if you used to put all them together, what would it be called? Like,
Saga.
there's a word for it.
Saga.
Is that what it is? Is it?
Well, you've got a trilogy, and then you've got a saga. A saga like the Star Wars saga.
So this,
Break it down into 3 trilogies. You've got the prequels, the original trilogy, and then you've got the new release trilogy type thing. And then it's called a saga. Like Harry Potter, you call it the Harry Potter saga.
so it'd be the Assassin's Creed saga.
Yeah, or collection, or whatever you want to call it.
Or a collection. I prefer a collection. But Assassin's Creed is probably my favourite bunch of games ever.
Fair enough.
But that's my number 5. And it only gets better.
Well, moving on. We've got my favourite Call of Duty of all time. Do you want to have a guess on what this is?
Sorry. 2 seconds.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm still here. I can smell burnt toast.
It's probably Xbox pal.
No, burnt toast is a sign of having a seizure. Or it's something
Fine,
that
fine.
if you smell burnt toast, it's a sign of something's about to happen. I'm very anxious now.
Trust me, you'll be fine.
I don't fancy having a seizure on stream.
You won't. Right, moving on.
But yeah,
What's my
move on.
favourite Call of Duty?
Is it Call of Duty? Is it
You want
Is it Advanced Warfare?
No.
Is it? Oh, is
I
it the
do love Advanced
remastered?
Warfare. No.
Is it
They're in my
Modern
honourable
Warfare
mentions.
2?
No. Not Modern Warfare 2.
That was the best. Is
The
it?
best Call of Duty in the world is Call of Duty Ghost.
Yeah,
I don't care what anyone says.
that'd probably be
It
my
was the
11th.
best. It is the best Call of Duty campaign ever. You've got the fact of like the Odin strike hitting the world, unearthing the cryptoids, which is like extinction, which is like zombies for betrayal, and then you've got the multiplayer side of it. But the storyline, you've got to stop the Odin strike happening again, which you become a ghost member, you're hunting down Rourke, trying to kill him so he can't do it again.
See, I like this. I like the story.
Kidnaps you.
Story
And
just
then he goes, I'm going to train you to hunt down what you've become.
Mm.
Then you never know what happens. But then you've also got extinction. Feedback.
Sorry.
You had massive feedback coming back from your way.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. I'm looking at my list.
So yeah, so then you have extinction, which is like Call of Duty Zombies.
Mm.
Which, I tell you what, when I say I smashed the shit out of this game in a year, bear in mind, I was still playing Black Ops 2 Zombies non-stop. I got 8 Prestige in a year.
8th.
Yeah.
Jeez. Pretty darn good.
I stopped at 8. I could have Prestige more, but I couldn't be asked. Because I like the Temple for 8th. And then, yeah, I played all the maps, exported on all of them. Literally, point of conduct, I can know the back of the hand, melee, nightfall. I can tell you where all the weapon lockers are. Still to this day, it's one of the best game modes I've ever played. And then you've had the multiplayer, the infected mode. Oh my goodness. Infected done right. With this new Modern Warfare bullshit monarchy with care packs, none of this stuff. Good old fashioned bulldogs. We had the Honey Badger. We had
Oh, I
the.
love the Honey Badger.
What else did we have? We had the SAG 12 something shotgun. It was done right. It was a balance. The links on Stonehaven. Oh my goodness.
I like Stonehaven.
Yeah, and then it was the first Call of Duty to have dynamic map features where weren't massive things. But you could shoot down the gate, which would stop people going through, which you had to explode with a C4. It was so good. People
probably in my 11th.
People do bash it, going, "Oh, Call of Duty goes to shit." But from someone who loves the game, I bought. This is how much. When I say I love this game, I bought the original copy. Not a hardened Prestige, because I didn't want the Prestige. I then bought the Prestige after for Xbox 360, which then when I went to Xbox One, when it transferred over, I bought the hardened edition again. So that's 3 copies. I then bought a t-shirt, a hoodie, a scarf. I bought every DLC character, DLC pack, voice pack. Ghost is my game.
I mean, it's not a bad game. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. It's not. It's It's a decent game.
I thought my favourite Call of Duty ever.
Not bad. Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you did not put this in your top 10.
What's that?
But number 4 is my all-time favourite Halo game. That's Halo Reach.
Nah.
Now, this was the first ever Halo I played, and I absolutely loved it. It's my all-time. But I say all-time. There is another Halo that's higher than this, but there's a special reason for that. But Halo Reach, my all-time favourite game. All-time favourite game.
Sort of mid-school for Halo. I've gone old school. And that'll come later though. Don't get me wrong. Halo. Best franchise in the world.
One of.
No, right, no.
Yes, one of.
This is how much I love the game to any standard. If it wasn't for Halo 1 and 2, I would not be on Xbox. I was a massive PS2 and PS3 fan. I did have PS3 and I had a 360. But the thing that swayed me to Xbox and swayed my allegiance was the fact how amazing Halo 2 was. I'll be getting into this for one of my peers, but there's a map called Metropolitus where you're in the Scorpion tank, I think it's called. You're just rolling through the city, built up, shooting the what are they called? The alien. What's the alien thing called? The Covenant troops. You're shooting the scout people. You're shooting the little bastards, the little triangle back. I can't remember the names. But yeah, that game franchise is amazing.
I'm just going to butt in.
That's why.
I'm going to butt in quickly. You're going to hate me for saying this, but I'm saying it anyway. Jesse Lingard has completed a loan move to West Ham. Just gone through now. He's on loan to West Ham till the end of this season.
Well, at least he's getting some games on.
So I don't know what malarkey he was on about him going to Brighton.
Well, I can't say from where I heard it, but I heard from someone, through a source, someone, that potentially he was going to Brighton. Can't say names, can't say what department, but yeah.
Bit of Chinese whispers going on there, I think.
Well, that's what I heard, I'm just saying.
That's fair. Anyway, it's not a football thing. I don't know why I brought it up. I just want to tell you.
That was last podcast.
So what's your number 4?
Now, even though Ghost was my number 5, there was a Call of Duty, that tops it.
Is this Advanced Warfare?
Now, No.
Oh.
So, I've got a mate, you know, outside of Josh called Jack, who probably might hear this. Every single day after high school, we used to play this game. I'm talking Carrier, Nuketown 2020. What was it Nuketown? Was it Nuketown 2025?
I don't know what
I'm
game you're on
talking
about.
Raid, Black Ops 2.
Oh, but
I'm talking Black Ops 2, Carrier, Nuketown, Raid. You've got what else we play a lot of? Plaza, Black Ops 2. You had Transit, you had Town, you had Buried, you had Origins, the original Origins, which was bullshit hard. You had Mob of the Dead, Alcatraz Prison. One of the best zombies. Right, if these zombies maps were in Black Ops 3, like Mob of the Dead was in Black Ops 3, and Town, you would never get me off the game.
Really?
I love Black Ops 2.
I don't like it,
Black
mate.
Ops 3. So much so, I got Diamond and everything. I got Master Prestige. Like, I love Black Ops 2.
I wasn't a big fan of Black Ops 2.
What you?
I didn't like it.
You know, the campaign even made me cry when Frank Woods, you know, gets his knee shot off by a shotgun.
Oh,
And then Mason gets shot by a sniper. I actually cried when Mason died. And then his son David had to take off the reins and try and get Ray out, you know.
No, I wasn't. Well, I didn't play it a lot, but I wasn't a big fan of it.
I played a very, what's the word I want to use? Very, I've got to say very much time. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, I spent hours on that game. I'm talking, get home for 4 and play till like 8 every night. No, I used to do my homework when I did my homework in between S&D rounds.
Oh, were you one of them? Were you one of them type of students where?
Well, I never really did my homework, but if I really did do it, it'd be in between S&D rounds or in between Call of Duty games.
Fair. Before making your homework. Kids, if you're listening, if you've got young adults watching, I've got homework, but you want to play your Xbox? Yes, and do it in between those.
I'm going to give you a life lesson.
Bloody
The teacher
hell.
says it matters about your homework. They're bullshitting you. I did no homework in year 11 or year 10, and I still passed high school. I got my, you know, I got my, what do you call it, graduation certificate, and I did no homework. When they say, oh, it matters, it
See,
doesn't.
the thing is, I can contradict that, 'cause homework does matter. Because if I'd done my homework and revised, I would have passed. I didn't have failed everything.
I passed most of my stuff apart from Latin, German, and what else did I fail? History.
Oh, yeah.
That's because I took the wrong fucking exam. Basically, I missed quite a lot of school, and my history teacher went, "Oh yeah, it'll be on the suffragettes, women's right thing, and Victorian times."
Very nice.
So he started coughing. So I did the exam, expecting that, revised for it all,
Mm-hmm.
and ended up being tuna, highway robbery, and Henry VIII. And I had no fucking clue. So
That's
I literally
fine.
got 9 marks for that whole exam paper.
Jesus Christ, 9.
So I failed history
Fair.
because I literally did not revise for the exam.
To be fair, school was hard.
My school was fucking bullshit.
Uh,
The shit I went through.
right, let's leave that for another. Let's leave that for story time.
All I'm saying is, if the purge was a real thing, I'd have 35 cunts who I'd shoot.
You can't say that. You'll have the FBI at your door.
I don't care.
It'd be-
Everyone has a purge list,
We'd-
and you 35 bastards are on it.
Mate, imagine if
Mid-page
you
removal.
Imagine if this turns into a FBI stream. FBI breach and clears your
I don't
home.
care. Look at my Facebook block list. There's all the 35 bastards that you want.
Right, moving on before this turns into some FBI breach and clear.
Everybody has.
My number 3, and this game made me cry. The only other game that's made me cry. It's
Society on Facebook.
Halo 4. Now, Halo 4 made me cry for simple fact is the little blue lady, hologram, Cortana, sacrificed herself to save me, Master Chief, and that made me cry.
It didn't make me cry. I hate Cortana.
That made me cry. That's the only reason why it's there. That's all I got to say about it. That's the only reason why it's there.
She drives me nuts. Like when I play my Halo campaigns for the stream and stuff, she's like, Master Chief, try the ridge over there. I've played the game before. Stop fucking getting in my ear.
I mean, that's the only reason why it's there, and that's the only thing I've got to say about it.
And the thing is, she's made it into my fucking PC now. You know, you've got Siri, you had Alexa, and now you got bloody Cortana on your PCs. Sod off. I hate you in Halo, and I fucking hate you on my PC.
No, it's not too much to say about that.
Halo 4 was a good game.
It's only there because it's made me cry.
Fair enough. Moving swiftly on. We have the best GTA game in the entire world. I did mention this one earlier.
I know what's coming.
I have played the campaign to this certain GTA game 114 times. The fact is, GTA 4 is the best GTA game of all time.
I'm not getting into this. We had this discussion before we went live.
I know. But for certain a few standout missions is where Nico and Michelle, you know, find out that she's a CIA agent and she's double-crossing him, trying to recruit him to the CIA. You've also got the 3-leaf clover mission where you rob a bank with Packy McGreary and his brother. Oh, what's his brother's name? Oh, flip. I can't remember.
Forgotten.
And you've also got. I can't remember the mute brother's name or the one who barely talks.
Not
You've
true.
also got Brucey. I can't remember his surname. Brucey is what we know him as. He's a nut job who takes mad steroids. Number 1 mission where you're in a gold comet racing down the streets of the Middle Island. I've forgotten the name of the Middle Island, I'm not going to lie. It has been like 10 years since I played it.
Hey, I'm such a big fan.
Yeah, but GTA 5 has taken my time.
True.
When a new game comes out, I really go back on this. It's like Black Ops 3.
Mm.
Like, I don't go on Black Ops 1 anymore because of Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is still going because of Mob of the Dead.
True.
But GTA 4, like, the fact I can do the campaign, I can literally, if I wanted to, redo the campaign now and I still wouldn't be bored. I did the Bad Alligator Tony, I think it was about 30 times. I did the Lost and Damned, maybe 40 times. But the original campaign, 114 times. And the reason why I know this number, if people say it's bullshit, is I used to keep this little scrap notebook, I've still got it somewhere in my house, with tally marks, every time I do it. And I'd do a little tally mark, and it was, yeah.
You never told me this.
We never asked. You know one of them like silver little scrapbooks you could get from like a Christmas cracker?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's one of them little things.
What made you decide, oh yeah, I'm going to write a tally of how many times I complete GTA 4?
Just see how many times I could complete it before the next game came out.
Jesus Christ. Well, fair play to you. That deserves an OBE.
But yeah, I love the game so much.
But it's not as good as my number 2.
And I'll tell you what, GTA gods of Rockstar, if you are listening, Bring back the fucking Calvin-Clade FXT, please. It was one of my favourite cars to pick up Calvin-Clade. Bring it back to GTA 5, please.
Enough waffling. I have a better game to announce. My number 2 is better than that.
Say your name, Goz.
Number 2 is the greatest free roaming game in the world. To the current day, you can start off. It is Mad Max. One of the great. Honestly, not joking. I absolutely love the game. Even though all you can do is drive around and destroy forts and collect scrap. There's something I can't even put my finger on it. There's something about it that I really like. I just like it. It's a free roaming game that is calm. You can't get angry at it. You can't rage at it.
You fucking can.
You can't rage at Mad Max. I don't think I can rage once.
When you are close to death and you get fucked by the big chief bastards, you know, the big fat belly bitches.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've been screwed by them.
See, I know how to fight on it. It's easy.
The thing is, I don't like it. It felt sluggish.
I really like it. I don't know why. It's just something about it that I really like. Like, the amount of times I've had it. I think the first time I ever had it was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Maybe. I went out and bought it in a shop. No, that's a lie, actually. That's a lie. I had it about 4.5 years ago. The first time I ever played it was on PS4. Ever since then, I've had it on every one of my Xboxes. Whether I've had to rebuy it, I've had it on every single one of my Xboxes.
Quick question: did you go on PlayStation 4 when you went off for 2 years?
I may have done in between, yes.
You bastard!
I may have had a PS4.
You traitor!
I may have had a PS4 in between that. I needed something to take myself out of the way.
An Xbox! You're an Xbox fan. Stick with your console.
I could go out and buy a PS5.
One who switches to PS4 just because it always got better graphics. Stick with your bloody brand. You know, don't go from an iPhone to an Android because it's same going from an Xbox to a PS4. If you're one of these little twats who switch,
if you can't tell, when I went to join the Marines, I never told them I went to PS4 for a couple of months or so.
You disgrace.
This is I've only just told you this.
You've really pissed me off. We're having some serious words, you bastard.
Oh, that's fine.
Hold back the anger and me punching the desk. For the podcast's sake.
Save that for the SBS team. I beat you.
Funny.
I've got big guns.
Anyway, moving on to my second game of all time. Now, for someone who loves Halo as much as me, it's weird I haven't mentioned the Halo game in my top 8, well, the board made so far. And that's because I saved the top 2 for a Halo game. Now, the first one in top 2 is Halo 1, which has been remade to Combat Edition. Combat Evolved, can't remember. But the fact is, the few missions that really grasped the game for me were the silent cartographer, the Pillar of Autumn, the Return of the Keys, I think it was called, where you get Captain Keys try and get back from the flood, and also the Maw. The Maw, I don't care what anyone says, is the sickest mission in the Halo game of all. When you get the Halo Master Chief Edition and you're driving a Warthog down the Pillar of Autumn shaft in the middle, doing jumps, jumping over flood, running the Covenant over, it's amazing.
See, I've never played Halo 1.
Mate, because you got my account, download the Halo Master Chief. You will be loving it.
Love it.
Or, if you want to watch the video that I uploaded,
I can watch the
it's 10
video.
hours long. All you have to do is
That'd
skip
take me
to
6 years. I'd be dead and buried on a bit and finish it.
all you have to do is skip in a bit to like the last 20 minutes.
So if I could give, I might give it a watch.
That you'll see the mission I'm on about. Yes, it wasn't heroic, but oh my god, I still love it to this day.
Everyone loves the game. That's really old.
Like even though I've just done the campaign for it, I could still play it again.
Really?
Yeah, I literally love Halo 1.
Jesus. I'm guessing.
Hence why I want the Master Chief tattooed on me.
Oh my god. Also, you know what my number one is, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is 1715. Pirates rule the Caribbean and have established a lawless republic. Among those outlaws is a fearsome young captain named Edward Kenway. That's how he says his last name. Number one game.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Number one game of all time for me is Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh, that was one of the shittest ones.
I loved the aspect of being out at sea. Like the other Assassin's Creed, if I can remember correctly, Brotherhood you was only on land, and I think 3 you was only on land as well. And the others, I think Black Flag is the only one that does the actual aspect of it all. And that's why I really like it.
New one, I think, but doesn't have land.
That's why I like it so much. It's got everything. You're not just on land. That's why I like it so much. And I've played it a lot. I love it. My all-time favourite game. All time. I'm thinking about. I've literally been sat for the entire podcast. Been sat looking, getting it again. It's free.
This is how I'm going to tell you. This is a true story, right? I'm not going to lie. A certain somebody, I'm not going to mention names because it might hurt the feelings, bought me Black Flag for a 360.
Okay.
This is before Xbox One came out. I left it in its sleeve for a whole year till my next birthday. On my shelf. I didn't even play it for a whole year.
Really?
And it wasn't until my birthday they asked, "Oh, have you played Black Flag yet?" I was like, "No." I played it late that day. Didn't like it as much as Revelations, Brotherhood 2.
See, I really like it and it's free. I'm tempted. Very, very tempted. Really.
The same thing because it's that bad.
It's good though. It's only free 'cause it's on gold. If I go to the store, it's £16 to buy. But because it's on gold, I can get it for free.
Fair enough.
Honestly, I love it. Absolutely love Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Great game.
Well, before we go into my number one, there are a few honourable mentions that, you know, I need to talk about, not too detailedly, but deserve some recognition for how great of a game they are. So the first one we have is Tekken Tag Tournament 4. Now, my mum did start me at this game because she always shows this woman called Kirsty or Christy or something, and she'd do the slow sweep kick until one day a certain little king learned how to master Huang, and I could slap Chrissy with Huang. Huang, oh my god. Any Tekken game I play right now, Tekken 7, Tekken Tag 2, I'll always use Huang. He's so good.
You know what? I'm going to call you out now. I'm going to call you out right here, right now. I will install any Tekken you ask me to do it, and I will slap you.
Well, I've got Tekken 7. Install Tekken 7. I'll slap you.
I've called you out. I'll install Tekken 7. And we will do a stream on it, and I will slap you.
Funny. Another game that deserves an honourable mention is Titanfall 1.
Oh, what game?
Not Titanfall 2, I didn't really enjoy 2 compared to 1. But number 1 paved the way for like online shooters. The fact you could be in a big motherfucking like Titan, punching each other's Titan. You had rocket salvos, you had the force shield thing that you could grab the rockets and fire a rocket. Beautiful. The smart pistol which Josh used to use.
Oh, I used to love that
Fucking
gun.
hate that. You know, I used skilled the RC-100 carbine or the R97 SMG. They were my guns. And then you had the nuclear ejection. What a perk. This game was amazing.
It's a good game.
If I could find a game that wasn't attrition, even though I do love attrition, I would probably still play this game. But attrition all the time does get boring.
It's a very good game.
Titanfall 2 does deserve mention, but the mechanics for the Titan were better, like movement, but the nuclear ejections and the perks weren't as good. Hence why I prefer 1. But the weapon balance was more in 2, it was more fair. Like, you could use, you know, a standard wingman pistol and probably one-shot shot across map. Like, the Spitfire could 2-shot across map. It was more balanced.
Yeah, you can buy Titanfall's free, the first one.
Yeah, I've already got it though.
And the deluxe edition's only 22 quid.
Very nice. Another honourable mention we have for today is the Mario Kart Wii version. Now, I played a lot of this game with my sister, and one of the best Mario Karts to this day. DS was good, 3DS was amazing, Mario Kart 7, but the Wii was good and all, so I couldn't leave it out. Then we have Assassin's Creed 2, my Assassin's Creed, the first one I ever played, and the best one.
Ooh, I don't know about the rest.
Mate, Assassin's Creed 2 is amazing.
Yeah.
After that, and also honourable mention, Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Gold. They are great games of mine. So my 3 favourite games go Yellow, Ruby, Gold. So Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 2. Now, even though I do love Pokemon, I don't like Gen 5 and above. I can't. There's too many fucking names. I can name the whole Gen 1 pretty much off by heart. But after Gen 2, half of them I'll forget. Gen 3 I'll half forget. Gen 4 and onwards. Too many. And then the last honourable mention is Fusion Frenzy 2. And this was like a sort of like a 30 game mode in a game.
Yeah.
So there was like one of them. It was called Sumo Wrestling, but it wasn't like sumo fat people. You're in these like metal cage spherical balls, and you smash into each other with momentum and try and knock them off the platform into lava.
Very nice. Sounds fun.
And the platforms would get smaller and smaller, so literally you could only fit 2 cages on the platform. Very competitive between me and my sister. Another one was like a lava race, 4 boats, and you try to escape a lava that's behind you, and if you crash into like the rocks, the lava will destroy your boat. It basically has to try and survive.
That sounds pretty fun.
Very good game. Now I would play it, but the first version is available, and I never played that one, so I don't
What's
know
it called?
why
What's it called?
Fusion Frenzy.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Spell it to me quickly. Hold on.
FU.
FU.
SION.
Yep.
Space.
Yes.
FRE.
Yes.
NZY. I think that's how you spell it.
Was it Fusion Frenzy 2?
Yeah, but the 2's not backwards compatible, only the first one is.
Oh, is it? Oh.
But yeah, number 2 is amazing.
I was saying you get number 2 for 30 quid. Not 30 quid, 23 quid, sorry. Yeah, it's on Amazon. 23 quid.
But that's this though, I want digital.
I'll put. What's that?
Yeah.
Hold on, what's that thing you get? Yeah.
So going on to my top game of all time, it is Halo 2.
Interesting.
Now, the reason why Halo 2 is the best game of all time, undoubtable, in my opinion, is the fact it was the first game I saw on an Xbox Classic. The mission my dad was on, I was only about 4.5, maybe 5. And my dad was on a mission called Outskirts, which you're getting into the city of Metropolis, and you're in a waterfall going on a beach shooting the Covenant, which leads into my favourite mission, Metropolis. This, you're in a tank and you have to go through the whole city, destroying ghosts, destroying enemy tanks, shooting Covenants. It was a great game.
It was pretty decent.
And by far,
Don't you say the
Halo
best?
2 does hold a very special place in my heart.
Oh, that's nice.
It is literally the game that swayed me to Xbox. So much so, I got rid of my PS2. But I didn't get rid of it, I put it away in storage, never took it out. I then got everything that I had on PS2 that I could on Xbox Classic.
Yeah.
Then got a PS3, because I was not too sure about Xbox still. And then played Halo 2 backwards compatible on 360, and that fully swayed me.
Well, I must thank it because never met you. That's sad.
And Forza Motorsport 2, but Forza Motorsport 2 doesn't really hold a special place on like Halo 2.
Nah. Ooh.
But yeah, that's all from me.
I've done my top 10. I didn't have any special ones like you did, unfortunately.
You know what? I'm going to throw 2 more in. They're not my personal favourite, but 2 games that stoked the video game industry, which we have to say special thank you to, are Tetris and Pac-Man.
Oh, can't be Pac-Man.
Like, to this day, I'm 23 and I still play Tetris on my lunch breaks at work.
Not a big fan of Tetris, but you cannot beat Pac-Man.
Them 2 games. There were a few others, you know, like Dig Dug, a Tic Tac, all the old sort of style games. But if it wasn't Pac-Man and Tetris, I don't think it would have taken off as much as it did.
Oh, Pac-Man's a great game.
I know.
Let me get on it. Don't think you can.
And also, just come to my head, Peggle 2.
Oh, Peggle's a good game.
What a game. Bijan the Unicorn was my guy. Loved the fact that he had the extra range.
I do like a bit of Peggle.
What we should do, both reinstall Peggle 2 and we'll do a Peggle 2 stream.
Potentially.
You know, I would choose Bijan the Unicorn, or choose the... Oh, what's the bald guy called?
Bald guy?
I can't remember. Yeah, there's a guy who has a massive boulder, which destroys the crap out of pegs.
I can't remember his name.
There's mainly Bijan the Unicorn that I was.
No, I do like bit of Peggle's nice.
But yeah, that's all from me today.
That's all from your co-hosts. As
So,
we should be
thank you
saying.
for watching this episode, and
What's the next one going to be about?
the next one we'll do is... Do you want to do the movies, or TV shows or music?
I reckon I say we do films and series.
Nah, they're separate, because the amount of TV shit I watch.
I reckon we should do our top 10 best series. It can be.
What, for movies?
It can be programs or movies. The same.
Nah, I only like 30. I
But
think we should just do films. Then
right,
TV
okay.
shows next one, and then music for next one after that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, thank you for watching. And
Thanks.
peace.
I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling.